It is massive. Oh no, come this way. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Is anyone using the binoculars?
Right, the binoculars.
Who wants the binoculars?
Yeah.
That is a massive rhinoceros.
We can use it. You want to use it? Yeah, you use
Go
it.
ahead.
That is so big.
It's a double horn.
Is
Right? It's a double horn. That's it. Double horn. Yeah, those are ears.
You?
Right? Double, right? From the binoculars, you can see better.
wow, wow.
Are they alone usually?
Yeah, especially for the males, they are most of them.
We are following Mohammed's guidelines.
It's like most of the animals, the men,
They are not.
they need to take a break for the training.
They need some vacation.
Stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Could be birds.
I want him to run just a little bit. Just a little bit. Move around, run.
Yeah, double horn. Double horn. 2 ears. It's big. But why does bird shit on him?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pigeon shit.
The bird's marking. See, I'm gonna see you again.
Let's them sit on it and they shit on him. How unbelievable.
They just stand around all day.
They do?
It's a double horn for sure.
So he's doing.
They just break.
Yeah, he's doing that for now.
So the second one so
The
big,
rhinos, the muscles for the
sideways.
because they have this kind of
Yeah. The one in front, right?
The second one is
Yeah. The one is convex and the other one is concave.
the first one is tall, long, and the
Yeah,
other one is
pointy.
Yeah.
The other one is kind of short and
Just the back.
yeah.
Onion.
You want the binoculars?
Okay. The animals I wanted to see today are
You what?
rhinos and tigers. I'm also telling
The camera can zoom only so much. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit more.
hyenas. We saw it from the
It's hard to see through a binocular though.
people. You say
Yeah, binoculars can see a little better than that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys are really like
Yes, thank you because of you.
You have all the good.
Long grasses, if anyhow they decide to lie down, you
You
can't tell
can
the
spot.
difference between a rhino, a hippo, and a buffalo.
Mm.
Sometimes you see it in a long, long distance through the binocular. And even for us, we use the knowledge and experience we have to tell it's a buffalo, I mean it's a rhino. But for you guys, you either just agree that it's a rhino, but
Mm.
you never completely have it. This one you can easily see
Like the hippo
just
that-
by the bare eyes.
like the hippo you said in the water. It looked like
That
rock.
one was
Yeah.
perfect. It was really a hippo. Because it's moving, you can see it when it's bubbling in the water. You can easily tell like this.
This is amazing.
He's by itself. So what
Normally,
about?
the black rhinos are solitary animals. They stay. Sometimes you might find them have quite a very high population of them in most of our protected areas. But due to poaching activities, which was mostly targeted for the horn that they possess, especially at the Asian markets, people had a belief like a horn from the black rhino somehow can make a man to have more power. And it's actually what made them to be highly poached. But in truth, it's not actually true, because the horn is just the same material with our fingernails.
Skeleton, yeah.
So instead of poaching for these beautiful animals,
Animals.
the guys could just chew their nails and be as strong as they. And so these were just myths. But through these guys kept on extincting in most of our wild areas, and now we really have a very small number of them. And Ngorongoro Conservation Area is one among the places where they're still living in their natural life. It's here together with the Serengeti National Park. But due to the fact that Serengeti is really, really huge and the number is low, the chances of seeing one in Serengeti is close to zero. Now down here, they are very much protected. It's a 24 hours surveillance. We're here looking at this one, but mind you, they are still an anti-poaching unit, having an eye at the same animal. So because this place is not so huge, at least if they somehow get out of the bushes or in a close proximity, the chances of seeing them is a bit up. But still doesn't give a guarantee to whoever come here that they have a chance to see the black rhino.
How did they migrate to this caldera?
Most of the animals were here for so long, and mind you, as I told you earlier, the walls are not restricting the movements of the animals. So whenever any animal want to move, they can possibly move. But one among the most reason for the animals to migrate in search of food, that's green grasses, water as well. And down here it's quite a lot of different food resources, and it doesn't give much of a reason for the animals to leave.
Move out.
So most of them have been born here, and then they spend nearly their whole lifetime in the crater floor. For those who wish to move, it's mostly we see the elephants and buffaloes, and it's only for looking for food, nothing else.
How do they climb those big walls?
The walls are steep, but there are still places which are not very, very steep. So they slowly take their way, even if it's a day or two, but they'll be out there. They're not in any rush.
Right.
Wow.
So the population is coming back.
Yeah, actually the population is growing up. Comparable to the previous days, it's growing up. And we actually, the current conservation strategy that we're having here in the whole of Tanzania, back then we used to let nature take its own course. So we're just putting an eye, but not interfering anyhow with wildlife. But currently we have changed a little bit in the strategy, and we somehow interfere, especially to those species which are either highly threatened or very much endangered. I give a short scenario of what happened down here back in 2018. There was a mother with a young calf, nearly 3 to 4 months, and the pride of lioness were really into the calf. Sadly, the park rangers were not anyhow close, and the guides who were here at that time were the ones who protected that baby from being killed by the lions. So people had to drop into where the lion were trying to attack, and then they were giving like a cover to the rhino so that the lion cannot directly go into. But till then, the lion already injured the young on the back, and more people keep moving, trying to stop the lions by chasing them with the cars. And at the same time, we provide information to the park rangers, of which they arrived here very quick. They keep on chasing the lions away, but mind you, the baby was already injured on the back. Because the mother was quite aggressive as well, they had to tranquilize the mother to dart her so that she go into sleep, and then they took the baby. By the moment they collect the baby to the nearby ranger post, which is also down the crater floor, the other group was always putting an eye on the mother, that when she wake up, they keep tracking her as well. So they treated the wound, and after a day, they released the mother, the young one,
baby
back to the mother.
But if it was to be like a zebra or any other animals which you have them in plenty, it's a happy day, because a kill or the sighting of an animal being killed is very, very rare. So it's something that people will say like, wow, we have to look at it. But watching a lion killing that
Lion.
baby, even us as guides, it was something like, we're not gonna allow this. And the baby kept surviving.
Nice.
Yeah, so we interfere for only those which are less, as we try to make sure that we don't make them extinct at all. Unless otherwise, we let nature take its own course.
And the mother welcomed the baby back, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because that's also
Everything
concerning.
okay?
Yes, that
All
is
good?
important. Yes, thank you so
thank
much.
you.
Oh wow, this was such a pleasure, joy, great opportunity.
Good luck getting out.
Asa vipi? Uko vizuri? Mbona kipusa alipokaa mkao? Yuko uchi kabisa huyu.